How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Detroit Lions franchise here on Madden 22. My name is Football Fan Forever, and at last, it is time for the Super Bowl. The busy holiday season is over. I am back from my travels, and it is time to see if the Lions can finish off just the second season in this series with an accomplishment that didn't seem possible at the beginning of the year: a Super Bowl victory. But in order to do that, we are going to have to take down the Kansas City Chiefs, who survived a near upset in the divisional round against the Steelers before taking care of business against the Cleveland Browns in a 45-31 victory. In both games, they dropped at least 38 points against two very good defenses, which has me a little concerned for how our bottom-ranked unit is going to fare here today. But we did get an interesting boost to our secondary, as if Fatum Melifonwu has superstar development. Nobody on the offensive side of the football got a development upgrade, but Melifonwu is joined by fellow cornerbacks Jeff Okudah and Sean Francois, who each got a development upgrade. Okudah goes from star to superstar along with Melifonwu, while Sean Francois now has star development. These upgrades came as a bit of a surprise for me, as our pass defense was among the league's worst during the regular season, so it must be tied to individual performance. The Lions are mostly healthy heading into the Super Bowl, but veteran running back Jamal Williams will be sitting out the game with a shoulder strain. He's had a really big impact for our offense this year, especially in short yardage situations. So J.J. Dunlap and Deshaun Stevenson will have to step up in his absence. For the Chiefs, they are healthy with the exception of left guard Joe Thuney, who has a partial ACL tear. In his place, the Chiefs will start veteran left guard Nick Allegretti. This is a Super Bowl that a lot of people are predicting will be one of the highest scoring in recent memory, as we are seeing two of the top three scoring offenses in the league. The Lions are number 2 this season, averaging over 32 points per game, while the Chiefs come in at number 3 with 31.5 points per game. That being said, the Lions are embracing the underdog role coming into today's game. Nobody really gave them much of a shot to make the playoffs this year, let alone make it to the Super Bowl as the number 1 seed. So when you got a team like Kansas City, whose scheme and strengths match up favorably against our number 32 ranked pass defense, you know that Detroit will be playing with a chip on their shoulder. As Jack Fox is back for the opening kickoff, Super Bowl 57 is underway here. Huntley back to return, and he will take this one out from a couple yards deep, crossing the 20 before he's tackled at the 23 by Dante Clark. So that will bring out Patrick Mahomes, playing in his 3rd Super Bowl already. He put up an MVP caliber season, throwing for over 5,000 yards, 39 touchdowns, and just 9 interceptions. And you know he's looking for his second ring here. 1st and 10 from his own 23. Mahomes from the shotgun against a 4-man rush. He's got time firing over the middle, and that is hauled in at the 35-yard line. Alan Lazard with the catch there to move the sticks for Kansas City. 1st and 10. As Mahomes will head to the air again, deep drop, he gets this one out quickly, and it's another Kansas City 1st down. Neither of those passes going to someone named Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce, but it's only a matter of time. Mahomes from the shotgun will hand this one off. Edwards-Helaire up the middle for a gain of about 10, and they will give him the 1st down. So it's 3 straight 1st downs for the Chiefs offense here. Now with the ball at the 41-yard line, Mahomes against a 4-man rush has time over the middle, and there's Lazard again. He breaks a tackle to the 26-yard line as Mahomes starts 3 of 3 through the air. Right now it's Melifonwu matched up with Lazard, as Melifonwu is our tallest cornerback, and Lazard clocks in at 6'5". It's play action for Mahomes on 1st down. Dalton Logan applying the pressure, and Sean Dean Hamilton swatting that ball away to force 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire to his left in the shotgun. Blitz is brought, it is picked up. There's Hardman over the middle. He fights ahead to the 17. Call it 3rd and 1. And they will bring out the fullback here. Mahomes under center. Edwards-Helaire with the call, and he will have the first down and not much more. Aleem McNeil on the stop, but the drive will continue. Now 2nd and 10 from the 15. Mahomes in the shotgun, 2 tight ends. It's a handoff to Edwards-Helaire, who redirects before being tackled at the 11-yard line. Favorable spot there, and it's 3rd and 7 Kansas City. Detroit showing pressure. Lazard in the slot. Blitz is picked up. Plenty of time for Mahomes, but it runs out as Devin Woodson forces the incomplete pass there, and Kansas City will settle for a field goal and the first 3 points of Super Bowl 57. So that will bring out Bob Hairston, who is trying to become the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to lead his team to a Super Bowl win. He didn't fill up the stat sheet this season, but the Lions weren't asking him to do too much. This offense often lives and dies by its ground game, which is missing a significant element in Jamal Williams here today, but we're still likely to see a lot of touches for DeAndre Swift. There's a gain of 6 on 1st and 10. On 2nd down, a check down for Hairston, and he will find Swift on the 2nd play of the drive for a gain of 7. 2 deep safeties for the Chiefs on 1st and 10. Harrison under center, and it's Swift for 3 plays in a row. He gets a lane and takes this one out of bounds after a gain of 13 behind some excellent blocking there. And that will bring in J.J. Dunlap. 2 tight ends on the field. Pressure coming off of play action, and down goes Harrison. It's Frank Clark back at the 42, getting around Taylor Decker. And that will lead to a 3rd and 10 here. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Harrison taking the shot for Kirk, who can't hang on through double coverage. And that will lead to a Detroit punt. The Lions have gotten contributions from several areas of their roster this season en route to a 14-3 record. But one of the more unsung players might be Jack Fox, who's got an excellent punt here that just beats the kick coverage team to the end zone. It will be spotted as a touchback. So Mahomes will start from his own 20 instead of his own 2. Here's 1st and 10, handoff to Edwards-Helaire, who breaks a couple of tackles and is dragged down after a gain of 9. 2nd and 1. Mahomes again in the shotgun, and a very quick throw that's placed behind Edwards-Helaire. Great adjustment by the running back to turn around for that ball as Mahomes put it in a spot where it couldn't be defended by Sean Dean Hamilton. And now some motion on 1st and 10. Alan Lazard making a man miss. It's a 1st down on the jet sweep there. Now 2nd and 7, 1 play later. Here goes Edwards-Helaire again, and he's got running room across the 1st down marker down to the 33. The Lions' rush defense did take a step forward, I thought, this season, but they still finished 28th out of 32 teams. And an offense like Kansas City is going to get its yards, as here is the first catch of the day for Travis Kelce to make it 3rd and inches. Detroit looking for another stop here, close to their own end zone. Edwards-Helaire up the middle, redirecting, breaking another tackle before Jeff Okudah takes him down at the 18. It's another red zone trip for the Chiefs. Now coming out in a heavy formation here, 3 tight ends and a fullback on the field. Sean Dean Hamilton breaks up the play after a gain of 3 to force a 3rd and 7. Again, the Lions show double A gap pressure, but they will drop out of it this time. Mahomes with time fires to Lazard right at the sticks. And they will stop him. 4th and inches is the ruling on the field. And Andy Reid will keep the offense on the field here. Bunch formation on the right side. Mahomes under center. He will throw for this one. Pressure incoming, but Mahomes counters. Tyreek Hill's first catch will put the Chiefs on top 10-0 here with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. So this game is starting off like many people predicted it would. Kansas City's high-octane offense moving the ball basically at will against our bottom-ranked defensive unit. And now the Lions are going to need to rally if they want to get back into this one. Their first drive ended with a punt that was down for a touchback. The second one will start. Harrison off of play action looking in the direction of Dexter Allen, but he overthrows. 2nd and 10. Deshaun Stevenson in motion here, and the quick toss to the left side. Here goes Stevenson, stretching ahead to the 37 for a first down as we head on to the second quarter with the Chiefs up 10-0 in Super Bowl 57. On 2nd and 5, J.J. Dunlap is in the game. He will get the call, and a running lane to the left side, fighting his way ahead into Kansas City territory to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Detroit. More play action on first down. Harrison feeling the pressure. He's in the direction of Christian Kirk, who had a step in between 3 defenders. But that one is also off the mark. It's 3rd and 9. Harrison rolls to his right, sets his feet, fires downfield. This is woefully short of Christian Kirk, and Mike Hughes will come away with the interception. Little more than an arm punt at this stage, but you would like to have seen it closer to your wide receiver, as Kansas City's defense gets the turnover and their offense has a chance to go up 3 scores here before halftime. 1st and 10 at the 6. Mahomes fires to the left. There's Mecole Hardman with first down yards to the 17 as Mahomes passes 100 yards through the air. And at some point, this Detroit defense is going to need to trade in their roller skates for football cleats. 2nd and 5. Throw to the right side is caught shy of the sticks. Tracy Walker nearly coming away with that one, but I guess they do get the first down as here is 2nd and 7, 2 plays later. Mahomes standing tall in the pocket. He's got all day to throw, but time runs out. It's Deshaun Hand getting through for the sack to force a 3rd and 17. And there is the play that the Lions defense needed. The Chiefs need to get to the 38. Mahomes against 2 deep safeties. Fires short for Tyreek Hill, who will try to pick it up after the catch, and he is dragged down a yard short. So the defense gets a stop and will turn it back over to the Detroit offense, which hasn't been moving the ball very well through the air. Harrison just 2 of 6 with the interception to end the last drive, but he's going to take another shot down the field. They get a free play out of this one as the deep pass again is incomplete in the direction of Christian Kirk. But no harm, 1 foul, as the Lions will take advantage of the encroachment penalty for a fresh set of downs regardless. On 1st and 10, here's a jet sweep. Keegan Darby getting some rushing room. A little trickery here as the Lions try and get their offense moving. Gain of 12 and a fresh set of downs for the Lions. Now 2nd and 7, DeAndre Swift getting the ball this time, and a nice block shed there by Mike Hughes to stop what could have been a big gain for a gain of 3. 3rd and 4. Harrison will head to the air for this one, firing over the middle, and that time he connects with Christian Kirk. Harrison just 4 of 8 for 31 yards and the interception so far, as the Lions will need him to play better if they want a chance at a comeback. Facing a blitz on 2nd and 10, Harrison once again connects with Christian Kirk on a slant route. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line as the Lions are at least within Austin Seibert field goal range. DeAndre Swift gets a call on first down. He'll pick up 8 up the middle. 1 play later, it's 3rd and 2. Normally this is where Jamal Williams comes in, but today it's DeAndre Swift's chance to convert, and converts he will. First down at the 18, and the Lions see something they like. Hurrying back to the line here, trying to get the play call set. And now changing the formation slightly. Dexter Allen moving to the right side of your screen while Christian Kirk moves to the left. No deep safeties for the Chiefs, and they will toss it to the right side. Here goes Swift with a little bit of a lane. Gain of 5. And that was not the smoothest up-tempo offense I've seen. It took a while to get that play call going. But on 2nd and 5, after talking over things in the huddle, here is Dexter Allen down to the 1-yard line, right at the 2-minute warning. Nice throw by Harrison there to find his open man, and it's 1st and goal from the 1. Harrison in the shotgun, Kansas City taking away the pass, but it is a run as Deshaun Stevenson gets his Super Bowl moment with a 1-yard touchdown run up the middle to put Detroit on the board. It's 10-7 after a 13-play, 83-yard Detroit touchdown drive. There is plenty of time and 3 timeouts for the Chiefs to answer and extend their lead. 1st and 10, trying to set up the screen. Devin Woodson breaks that one up with a sack on the screen attempt as the Lions spend their first timeout here. They want to get the ball back. 2nd and 17, Mahomes standing inside his own 15. Hand off to Edwards-Helaire, who is tackled worryingly close to the first down marker. It's a gain of 16 to make it 3rd and 1. The clock will run as Mahomes will head to the air with time over the middle, but the pass is dropped by Tyreek Hill. Will Harris knocked it out at the last moment there, and the Lions will get the ball back with 1:17 to go and 2 timeouts. Harrison in the shotgun, ball on his own 19, he's back to pass. Rolls to his right and airmails this one in the direction of Deshaun Stevenson, 2nd and 10. Harrison's accuracy hasn't been great here today. He's missed a couple of throws, and now under pressure, he gets this one away. Keegan Darby across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 34. And we'll take more of those throws, please, Bob Harrison. As the Lions are maybe 10 yards out of field goal range here with a chance to tie the game heading into halftime. A short throw to TJ Hawkinson picks up 4 to the 43-yard line, and Detroit will spend their second timeout with 34 seconds to go. 3rd and 6. Empty set for Harrison. Against the blitz, he's got time, fires to the left side. There's Stevenson, who ducks out of bounds at the 33, preserving the timeout and 29 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10, Detroit. One high safety for the Chiefs. 4-man rush. Harrison over the middle. There's Hawkinson. He needs to get out of bounds and won't. Down to the 16. Detroit rushing to the line. They will spike it with 8 seconds to go. And they maybe have a chance for one more play here, taking a shot at the end zone, but they need to get it off in 7 seconds or less. Harrison to Hawkinson, who's wide open, but Harrison airmailed it. So the Lions will have to settle for a field goal attempt, 33 yards left hash, and your reigning kicker of the year will tie the game at 10 apiece as we go to halftime here at Super Bowl 57. And if you signed up for an offensive battle, then that's exactly what we have here, as both teams are right around 200 yards of total offense. Kansas City getting it done through the air, Detroit with a slight edge in rushing yards. That definitely follows the MO of these teams. We've seen them move the ball well in their respective areas all season long. But what might be most surprising is that the Detroit Lions are very much in this one. Despite a subpar first half from quarterback Bob Harrison, he's completed just 52% of his passes with an interception. And while he's made some nice throws, he's also missed quite a few. The Lions will start the second half with the ball as Quan Sandridge takes this one from his own goal line across the 25 to the 27. So we'll get to see very quickly if Harrison is able to settle into a rhythm here in the Super Bowl. And here's a formation we haven't seen very often from the Lions this season, the full house pistol, as Swift gets the call, one man to beat, and Juan Thornhill comes up with a touchdown-saving tackle at the top of the second half here, as Swift is having a very nice day on the ground. And you know how much the Lions love to run play action. 1st and 10, Harrison rolling to his right. Stepping into this one, he wants Darby, who has it inside the 15, down to the 13. 50 yards through the air, just like that. It is the biggest play from this Detroit offense all day, as Harrison finally connects on a deep pass to put the Lions inside the red zone with an excellent chance to take the lead for the first time today. On 2nd and 7, Harrison to the air, firing to the end zone, and TJ Hawkinson has it. Let's go Lions, it's 17-10, and you are leading here in the third quarter of the Super Bowl. And that pass was a little bit behind Hawkinson, but he made a nice adjustment to haul that one in, as it is the passing game that moves the Lions down the field, and it's up to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City offense to answer. We've seen the Lions get a couple of sacks already on Mahomes, but it's when they're unable to generate pressure that he's able to pick them apart. On 2nd and 5, here's a throw over the middle. Alan Lazard getting plenty of looks from Mahomes here today. There's another catch for the 6'5" wide receiver. It will move the sticks. On 2nd and 8, it's Edwards-Helaire averaging over 6 yards a carry, and he falls ahead into Detroit territory there for a first down. He continues a strong day on the ground with a gain of 11. Now 1st and 10 from the 47. Mahomes against a three-man rush takes a deep shot, and that one is hauled in inside the 5 down to the 4. Blown coverage there as Ralph Brackens, the rookie running back, just runs a fly route past Fatu Melifonwu. I don't know if Melifonwu thought he was running a curl route or what the deal was, but only the fact that Brackens had to jump to make that catch kept that from being an easy touchdown. Either way, it's 1st and goal from the 4, and Detroit is looking for a goal line stand. There's a stop by Romeo Okwara at the 3, 2nd and goal. 3 tight ends and the fullback in the game. They will head back to Edwards-Helaire again, and he is into the end zone for a game-tying touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire from 3 yards out makes it 17 all with just less than 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter, as Bob Harrison heads back out onto the field with a better stat line than the end of the first half for sure. He certainly looks a lot more confident than earlier in today's game. He will face a 2nd and 5 under center, Dunlap in the game. And Harrison will fire short. There is Darby. He's got some rack ability, and he picks up 12 yards underneath for another Detroit first down. For a team that spent much of the season looking for a solid number 3 wide receiver, it's nice to see Darby make some plays here in the Super Bowl, as J.J. Dunlap won't get much on first down, and that will lead to a 3rd and 9. Deshaun Stevenson in the game. Harrison setting up the screen. He just gets this one away. Stevenson needs some help and will be stopped a couple yards shy of the marker at the 50-yard line. That will lead to a 4th and 2 and a decision for head coach James Delgado. And they will try and convert this 4th and 2 without the services of Jamal Williams. Swift follows Kabinda up the middle and easily has 7 yards and a fresh set of downs for the Lions. And Andy Reid is wondering why there weren't adjustments made to stop an inside run. That's hardly a surprise based on how the Lions have moved the ball in short yardage situations here, as Swift has another running lane here on 2nd down, and he will have the Lions inside the 30 down to the 26. This Detroit offensive line is winning in the trenches as Harrison heads to the air on 1st and 10. Quick throw against a blitz, and there is Quintez Cephas inside the red zone down to the 14. 4 wide receivers on the field on 1st and 10. Less than 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. We are all knotted up at 17. Bob Harrison in the shotgun. He faces a 3-man rush. Pressure incoming, rolling to his right. Fires to the end zone. It's caught! Quan Sandridge! Oh my heavens, what a play by the rookie wide receiver, as his first catch has given the Detroit Lions the lead. We're going to look at this one a lot. What a play. As it looks like he got his foot in. They did call it a touchdown on the field, but all scoring plays are reviewed. as we're going to look at this one from as many angles as possible. We're looking for possession of the ball and 2 feet in bounds. That sure looks like a catch to me. Let's take one more look with a better angle afforded by instant replay. There is 2 feet and full possession of the ball all the way down to the ground. That is a touchdown, everybody. And I think that takes the cake for my favorite touchdown of this series so far. But as impressive as that score was, no lead is safe when you're facing someone like Patrick Mahomes. He's thrown for over 200 yards on 18 of 23 passing, and we haven't even really seen Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce get involved. What we have seen is Clyde Edwards-Helaire run all over our defense as he picks up 9 yards there on first down to make it 2nd and inches. And there is Kelce over the middle, quick throw by Mahomes to his favorite target to move the sticks, as the Chiefs look to tie the game once again. 24-17 Detroit is your score as Mahomes heads to the air here. Time running out, and Dalton Logan has the sack back at the 34. So another unheralded rookie makes a big play here in the Super Bowl. 2nd and 19. Read option. Mahomes calls his own number. He's got some space. He breaks a tackle, fumbles the ball, but picks up the first down. Well, maybe. This one is coming back. There's a holding penalty on the play. So all of that for nothing as Travis Kelce gets flagged. But we do replay 2nd down, and that will lead to an easier 3rd down for the Chiefs. 3rd and 6 here. Mahomes will throw for it. He's got time, but it is running out, and Lucas Para with the sack again off of that left side as the rookie defensive end comes up big with a sack on 3rd down as we head to the 4th quarter with the Lions just 1 quarter away from a Super Bowl victory. And now they've got the chance to add to their lead. 2nd and 6 from their own 32. Here goes DeAndre Swift. He gets a block, turns upfield, and is spun down at the 39. He'll cross the 100-yard mark, and now the Lions will head back to the line. Some up-tempo offense here. Harrison under center, Kabinda in the game. Hand off the left side. Here goes DeAndre Swift. He'll pick up 3. And once again, the Lions will hurry up their offense here. 2nd and 7, 2 wide receivers left. Bob Harrison adjusting the play at the line of scrimmage. Not really sure what they see here, but they want to try and get something going. Harrison sets his feet. There's something. Christian Kirk inside the 25 to the 24. And now the Lions will take a timeout to give their offense a breather here, but they've moved the ball quite well and are 24 yards away from a 2-touchdown lead. 1st and 10, Harrison taking a shot. Hawkinson has his 2nd. Detroit is now up 2 touchdowns on the Kansas City Chiefs with 9 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And that's just putting the ball up and trusting your superstar tight end to make a play, as T.J. Hawkinson has helped the Lions jump out to a 31-17 lead here in Super Bowl 57. And give some credit to Bob Harrison as well. He was missing those throws earlier in the game. Missed Hawkinson in the end zone at the end of the first half, but he hasn't stopped being aggressive. And right now, it's his team, and not the one quarterbacked by Patrick Mahomes, that has the lead. 1st and 10, quick throw by Mahomes. He finds Lazard, who loses the football. It's recovered by the Lions, but they blow this play dead. That was not a fumble as much as we would like it to be one. Instead, the drive will continue. 1st and 10 from the 43. There's a pass to Travis Kelce on the Detroit side of midfield. Now it's 3rd and 2. Mahomes with an empty set, facing a 4-man rush, firing over the middle, and there is Tyreek Hill to the 41. And Alan Lazard is shaken up. And his injury is serious enough that he will have to leave this game, which will put 1st-round rookie wide receiver Ricky Shepard in at wide receiver for the Chiefs. First and 10, Mahomes is taken down. It's Lucas Para again. His second sack of the day and the third allowed by left tackle Orlando Brown. It's 2nd and 15. Mahomes in an empty formation on second down. Now he's under pressure again. Ball is out. Lucas Para for a third time, and the Chiefs are lucky to get that one back. The sixth time they've gotten to Mahomes here, and it's 3rd and 28. This would be a miracle if they can convert this one, and Mahomes will just check it short for Edwards-Helaire, who will fight his way ahead to the 49-yard line for a gain of 8. But that will lead the offense on the field for a almost need-to-have-it 4th and 20. Down 2 scores. They need to look at the sticks here. Mahomes firing, and that is incomplete. James Winter nearly picked it off, but it was triple coverage regardless, as the Lions have turned the Chiefs over on downs and now set to the task of closing this game out. A long drive or another score here could be the dagger that we're looking for. First and 10, Harrison off a play action, rolls to his right. He's going for it all. Darby with a step. Touchdown! 49 yards. One play. And Detroit is up 3 touchdowns on the Kansas City Chiefs, thanks to a career day from Keegan Darby. And he just won this route with some speed. There's not a lot of separation here, but Harrison puts it in the perfect spot for a 3-score lead, and the Lions are just over 6 minutes away from raising the Lombardi Trophy. And if you're Patrick Mahomes, you need big plays and you need them fast. The kinds of plays that haven't been available to the Chiefs very much here today. The Lions have done a good job of shutting down Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman. And with 5.5 minutes to go, it's Mahomes firing over the middle for Shepard, who breaks a couple of tackles, but lost a few yards in doing so. Now facing a 3rd and 1, 4 minutes and some change to go. Quick pass to Tyreek Hill. He will have the first down, but the clock will continue to run. Kansas City needs a quick score and then another 2 quick scores. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Pass to Ralph Rackins, who's inside the 30 to the 29. Mahomes over the 300-yard mark, but doesn't matter if you're not finding the end zone. Under 4 minutes to go. Mahomes launches this one to Kelsey, who makes a catch inside the 5, stretches out the football for the touchdown. So maybe we're not done quite yet, as Kansas City pulls within 2 scores here with under 4 minutes to go. Now needing the onside kick, and it's Keegan Darby doing it all for the Detroit Lions. So now all that's left is for the Lions to finish out the game with what has been their strength on offense all season, the rushing attack. On 1st and 10, there is no gain, maybe a loss of 1 for DeAndre Swift. Kansas City is going to be able to save all 3 of their timeouts thanks to 3 negative runs by this offense, as we hit the 2-minute warning. And Mahomes has a little more time for some magic. And to be clear, we're still looking at a 2-touchdown output here in less than 2 minutes. Kansas City needs a quick score, and then they need an onside kick recovery, as they are trying to utilize the sideline, but they're going to need more than 6 yards at a time if they want to come back in this one. You're going to look at Tyreek Hill. You're going to look at Mecole Hardman. You want to be looking in the direction of Travis Kelce, as short routes like this are not going to get it done. Mahomes has been careful with the football for most of the day. Now he needs to take some shots, but he just keeps firing it short for the likes of Ralph Rackins. We're inside 90 seconds to go. Mahomes up to 355 yards, but you got to be stretching the field here. On 1st and 10, he will run out of time. Sack number 7 for the Lions. It's Romeo Okwara making it 2nd and 20. 50 seconds to go. Ralph Rackins still getting the football. He fights his way ahead to the 39, but the Chiefs will be forced to use their first timeout with 43 seconds to go. 3rd and 7, play action for Mahomes. He's got time, and he will take a shot downfield. Mecole Hardman one-on-one with Will Harris, but it is knocked away. Now facing a do-or-die 4th and 7. Mahomes, quick throw. There is the catch made, and the Lions will have to spend a timeout here as Jabari Zuniga is injured. Kansas City with a very slim hope of a comeback here, but if anyone can do it, it is Patrick Mahomes, who fires short over the middle. That pass is caught in bounds, and the Chiefs will take their second timeout. 26 seconds to go. They need 2 touchdowns here to tie. Mahomes, buying time in the pocket, will be sacked at the 49. 8 sacks today for the Detroit defense. That time it's Devin Woodson for the second time. 3rd and 17, 20 seconds to go. Mahomes with all day to throw. Everyone going to the end zone. He steps into this one, and it is knocked away, bouncing around and incomplete. The Lions are just 8 seconds away from raising the championship here. 4th and 17. Mahomes against a 3-man rush. Everybody going deep. Hit as he throws, and that is incomplete. And the Lions go worst to first in one season and knock off the Kansas City Chiefs to become your Super Bowl 57 champions. And who would have thought that this was how this season would have ended? I've been doubting this team the entire year, and they just kept proving me wrong. Our leaky defense would come up with a momentum-changing play right when we needed it, or our rushing attack would help carry what was an inconsistent passing game for us all season, and rookie quarterback Bob Hairston showed poise in clutch situations all season. And he is honored as the Super Bowl MVP after a 332-yard, 4-touchdown passing performance in helping the Lions become Super Bowl champions. What a game, what a season, what an end to year number 2. I'm still kind of pinching myself that we managed to raise a Lombardi trophy here, especially when you consider how many rookies go into the makeup of this team. Stuff like this just doesn't happen in the NFL, but I guess that's why the Lions only win the Super Bowl on Madden. But Bob Harrison shakes off a pretty tough start to the game to finish 19 of 30 for 332 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. He pretty handily outdueled Patrick Mahomes, who threw for almost 400 yards, but didn't have many of the big-time throws that he has come to be known for. Neither rushing attack had any trouble getting yards here today, but the Chiefs only run the ball 14 times in the game. Despite Clyde Edwards-Helaire averaging over 6 yards a carry, they were pretty much one-dimensional. I think I would throw the ball 50 times in the game if I had Patrick Mahomes on my team, but at the same time, they didn't really target their playmakers. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce combined for 11 catches and 113 yards. They did score a pair of touchdowns on the day, but were not utilized as heavily as I thought they would given the matchup problems they presented our defense. But when we're looking at the passing attacks for both teams, you can't have this conversation without talking about Keegan Darby. He had 2 monster receptions for us, one of 49 and one of 50 yards. And he pretty much single-handedly added the downfield element to our passing offense that we've been searching for all season. It's been a revolving door at slot receiver all season, but we may have found a long-term solution given Keegan Darby's play at the position over the last couple of weeks. As for the defensive side of the ball, we terrorized Patrick Mahomes and sacked him 8 times in today's game. 5 of those being given up by star left tackle Orlando Brown. We saw a career day from 7th round rookie Lucas Parra, who had 3 of those 8 sacks. Devin Woodson contributed a couple. Dalton Logan, Romeo Okwara, and Deshaun Hand also brought down Patrick Mahomes. One thing that our bottom-ranked defense has done consistently well this season is make big plays in important moments. And we saw that here today with our pass rush getting to Patrick Mahomes at the most opportune time possible. This defense still has a ways to go if it wants to be considered elite. But today, and for most of the season, they were good enough to get the job done and deliver us a victory. As for special teams, that has quietly been a strength for us all season. Austin Seibert is good on all 5 extra points and his lone field goal attempt of the day, while we only needed to punt the ball twice today with Jack Fox. I was very impressed by the poise that this team showed, especially after they fell behind 10-0 early on in this one. We rallied to score the next 17 points unanswered, and even after Kansas City came back to tie the game, we didn't let our foot off the gas pedal in the second half. Harrison threw all 4 of his touchdown passes in the third and fourth quarters, as his 332 yards and 4 touchdown passes are both career highs for him. He still has a ways to grow as a passer, as he misfired on several throws earlier on in the game. But for him to perform like this when the lights were the brightest is very good for our team going forward. Thanks to all the sacks we had, we actually end up with more rushing and passing yards than the Chiefs. We also tended to win on third downs as well, holding the Chiefs to just 4 of 12 third down conversions. But us winning the Super Bowl in Season 2 does raise some questions in my head about what the future of this series might look like. I know I've been very inconsistent with the timing in between episodes of this series, and Season 2 dragged on a lot longer than I anticipated. But there are a couple of options in my mind for what to do next. One option is that we end the series. We have, after all, completed the rebuild in terms of winning a Super Bowl, which is always the goal when you are helming an NFL franchise. Another option is to continue the careers of Bob Hairston, Devin Woodson, D'Angelo Carmichael, and others, and see if we can repeat in Season 3 as Super Bowl champions. And a third option is starting an entirely new series with a completely different premise and a much bigger challenge than the one we even faced in this series. So let me know what you think of this game, of this series, of what you want to see from the channel going forward. And as always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and like always, I will catch you next time. Have a good one, everybody.